Hey guys, welcome back to FedEx Gaming's Redstone Tutorials. In this tutorial, I'm showing you guys how to build my 3x3 corner lamp door. So if we flip down this lever, our door opens up, and then if we flip the lever again, it will close. Now you can see that this one piston's a little bit slower than the others. However, the reason why I did this is because it kept it as compact as possible, well, as compact as I can do it. So here's a little open version of it. All it is an 8x3 space. All it is 8 long and 3 wide, and you only have to dig down 3 for it. So it's not that big of a door. It's not really that bad. So let's just start building it, guys. So, well, I already said it, but for this build, we're going to need a 8x3 space, and we're also going to have to dig down 2. However, we have to dig down 3 in just 4 areas, so just make sure you have enough room to dig down 3. So for this build, we're going to need 10 sticky pistons, 4 redstone repeaters, 30 redstone dust. However, all you really need is 20, but it's always good to have a little extra on you. 7 redstone torches, 1 redstone lamp. You don't need the lamp. You could just use a random color. However, I think the lamp looks really cool inside the door right here. Oh, let me close it real quick. As you see, I think that looks really cool right there. So the lamp is very much optional though. We're also going to need a lever, and the buttons is in case you want to put a button input at the end. I'll show that. However, it's going to make the build a little bit bigger with the button input. For my blocks of choice, I'm going to be using quartz as my walling, sandstone as my flooring, and we are going to need 4 slabs for this build. You need the 4 slabs, and I'm going to be using orange wool and black wool for my door, and the red wool is for my input, and the green wool is just where I'll be placing down my redstone. So actually, let me take out the red wool now and my orange wool. So if you're wondering what the orange and black wool is, that's just the color of the door. As you see, it's orange, black, and then the lamp. So you could choose whatever colors you want to make it look cool. So once you got your 8x3 spacing and you've dug down your 2, come to the bottom left-hand corner right here, and we're just going to count over 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. And then right here, we're going to dig out 3 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, like that. And then right behind the 3 we just dug out, we're going to dig out these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to dig these out, actually. I'm just doing it. This is your input right here. Any power going to any dust that's going to be on these blocks will activate your door. So what you're going to do is put dust all along these 4 blocks like this. And actually, let me get rid of my input block. I don't need that anymore. I'll take out my green wool. So any power that goes to these blocks right here with the dust on them will activate your door. Then coming off the 3 blocks right here, we're going to put torches. 1, 2, 3, like that. And then put 3 sticky pistons along the tops of them. So 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to take out my orange wool. This is the outside color of my door. Like I said, this is the outside color right here. And we're going to put orange wool all along those. Next, what we're going to do is right next to this sticky piston, we're going to put a slab upside down like so. Let me just, there we go. so put a slab upside down and put dust on top of it. Next, what you're going to do is come out next to the slab with a block with more dust on top of that, and put a block right in front of the dust with a torch on top of it, block on top of the torch, dust on top of the block, and then off these 2 blocks, the block and then dust, we're going to put 2 sticky pistons facing towards our orange wool on our door, and we're going to put orange wool right here as well. And that should be the whole outside of our door right there. That's the whole outside. So if I flip this lever, well, actually I didn't put a lever down yet, but like I said, anything that goes to this dust right here will activate. So I'm just going to dig out this right here and put my lever here so we can see the front of the door, and we're going to click the lever down so it opens up, and we can actually put another piece of orange wool right here just so it looks nice. And if we click it up, it closes, opens. It opens and closes too fast for me to get to look at it since I'm started doing a whole new thing on my redstone tutorials. So actually, let's get out a different color now that we got all that in. So I'm going to take out, let's use blue wool. So now what we're going to do is the inside of the door, the black wool right here, these little black wool blocks. Let's do that. So what we're going to do is right here off our dust down here, we're going to put a 4-tick delay repeater right here with a block in front of it, and then a torch on top of the block, and a block on top of the torch. Then right here where you can see this half slab here, we're going to come out over here with 2 blocks. And we're going to do the same thing like we did on this side. We're going to put 2 dust, put a block in front of it, put a torch on top of the block on top of the torch, and then coming off the side of it, we're going to put a slab here with 2 dust like this. And then right in the middle right here, this is where our double piston extender is going to go. So put a sticky piston here and here. And then we're actually going to put our black wool block, we don't need our orange wool anymore, right in front of this double piston extender right here. Next, what I want you to actually do is take out your wall of choice. Like I said, I'm going to be using quartz as my walling. See how the whole walling is all quartz? You can use whatever you want. I'm using quartz though. And we're just going to fill this in and make it look nice for now. So just put it around all these blocks like that. And then we're actually, we'll get to our 3x3 later, but we could take out our flooring block though, which I'm going to be using smooth sandstone, and just put our flooring block along this too. That just make it look nice, you know? There we go. So our double piston extender should extend out, but it shouldn't retract. So if I click my lever now over here, you know what, let's stick out a little bit more right here. There we go. So if I click my lever here, our double piston extender should extend all the way out. As you can see, it extended all the way out. beautiful, but it won't pull the block all the way back in. But we'll get to that at the end. That's going to be the last thing to get that block fully back in there. So what we're going to now do is come over onto this side, on the right hand side where there's nothing here yet, or the left hand side if you're looking at it from the front to the left hand side. Coming out of this dust, we're going to put a repeater on 1 tick delay. And we're going to take out, well, we're going to keep the blue wool out actually. We're going to put a block right in front of the 1 tick delay repeater with dust on top of it. Then coming to the right side of the dust, towards the front of our door, we're going to put a block next to the dust. Put a torch on top of the block on top of the torch, dust on top of the block, and then put a block right next to the dust going to the left-hand side, like that, with dust on top of it right here. Then coming to the inside right here, right in the middle of these 2 blocks, I want you to put a sticky piston here, with a black wool block here. And then to the right hand side of it, up here, we're going to put a sticky piston here with our lamp here. Now, like I said, you don't need to use a lamp, but the lamp looks really cool. I highly recommend using the lamp. It just looks really cool. So now if I flip down the lever, our whole door should close, except for the top piston. We haven't put that one yet, but all these pistons should close. As you can see, they all close. And then actually if you want to right now, you know, yeah, let's just do it. Just take out your quartz blocks and we're going to fill in the wallings and everything like that. Just make it look nice. So just put some walling around this area. Just going to make it look all good for now. There we go. Just so it looks like that when it opens up. So now if we close it, it should look like that right now because we haven't got that top piston in yet. And then we should, and it opens up. So now we're going to put the top piston in. So now just pretty much put a ceiling on top of your 3x3. There we go. So as you can see, it's 3x3. A lot of people are like, oh, why don't you say 3x3? I don't care. 3x3, 3x3, that's not the reason you're here. Who cares about the name? You're here to learn how to build the door. So as you can see, it's a 3x3 or 3x3. I really don't care. So we flip down this lever. It looks like this right now. Now what we're going to do is right here, right where that block is. There we go. We're just going to delete that block right above it. Now you don't have to do this. You can have the door closed while doing it, but it just makes it easier to find where you're going to have to put that piston in. So as you can see, there's a hole right above this black wool block. So let's open it up now. And now we'll put the piston in. So to put the piston in, all you have to do is literally just put a block on either one of these sides. It doesn't really matter. And then we're just going to go down here and put a sticky piston facing it downwards off that block with a black wool block in front of it. And then up here, we're just going to delete that block now because we can't have that there. Then right here where the dust is on this side, we're going to bring it up 1 and then over. And then bring it this way for our lamp. The only reason this dust goes here is just to activate that lamp. So now if I flip this lever, the lamp should come on. I see the lamp comes on because there's just this dust. If you're wondering why it goes to nothing, it's just there for that lamp. That's all that's there for. So now what we're going to do is come off to the right hand side of the dust, put a repeater coming out of the dust on 1 tick delay, put a block in front of it, put dust on this side, and that will activate the sticky piston. So now if we flip this back up, they all close. The whole door's closed right now. So actually, let's clean it up again. Let's just make it look nice. We're going to put some floor blocks here. Doop, 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 doop. And then we're going to put some walling blocks around it like this, just so you can see the door in all its glory. So let's do, there we go. So that's what the door should look like. So now let's flip it open because we still got to get that double piston extender to work. So to get that to work, what we're going to do is actually take out our green wool again. Wait, what color did I use for my double piston extender? Oh, I used blue wool for my double piston extender. Okay, so we're just going to stick with that. Who cares? All right. It's pretty much all on one circuit anyway. So then coming out of this dust, what you want to do is put a repeater on. Actually, coming out of this dust, we're actually going to delete this block here. First, delete this block here, and we're going to put our last slab here. I almost forgot about that. You got to put a slab here upside down. The reason for this, it will keep this, if we don't have that slab there, the dust coming off the slab down here is going to keep this piston extended out, which will, let me just show you. Okay, let's leave the block here. What you want to do is put a 4-tick delay repeater coming out of it, put a block in front of your 4-tick delay repeater, then right underneath this block we're going to put a slab upside down, delete this block and put dust here like this. Then we're going to come out one more block next to the dust right above this sticky piston, and we're going to put a lever here. Now, do not touch this lever. The lever's here just to redirect this current, and we don't want to connect in here either, so we're going to put a block here to disconnect it. So now watch, when I flip this lever, it's going to actually break it, but I'll show you why. So we flip it, so as you see, everything closes fine, but when I go like this, it keeps that extended out. The reason why this is staying extended out is because this right here kept it open for too long, and it butted it, which we cannot have that happen. So to stop it from butting, you have to put a slab here, and put a repeater coming out of the slab, of course, on 4 ticks delay with a block in front of it. Now that will fix that whole budding thing. Bull poop, BC, it budded. So now if we flip the lever up, it closes. and we flip the lever down and it opens up and we are completely done, guys. So now of course I'll show you how to put a button input if you want it. Of course it's going to make it a little bit bigger, but this is just for people that like buttons a lot. I love buttons. I'm a button person. All right guys, so when I built this thing I actually didn't do a button input for it, so I'm kind of just going to wing it here. I mean, I already know what to do. All I'm going to be doing is a monostable circuit into a T flip-flop, which will make it work no problem. So if you know what to do, like how to make a button, of course you are done. You can go ahead and make your own button however which way you want. I'm just going to do a very quick, easy like way of doing it, I guess. I still have no idea what I'm going to do. So I guess right here where I had my lever going into my input block, like I said, anything going to this input block will make it work. I'm just going to put a repeater, I guess, right here going into the front of it right here where this block is. Of course you can go off the back area if you want. Like I said, if you already know what to do, then go right ahead. And I'm just going to put a, I guess, a torch right here, and we're going to stick a sticky piston going this way, I guess. Since there's torches on this side, we can't really put anything here since the torches are there. So I'm going to put my sticky piston going this way with a block in front of it. And now all I have to do is make a monostable circuit going into this piston right here. So which way do I want to make this thing go? I guess we'll do it right here. Yeah, let's just do it right here. So what you want to do, I guess, is just put a repeater going into this sticky piston with another. We can use a regular piston here. However, I'm just going to keep it with a sticky piston. If you want to use a regular piston with a piece of sand, go right ahead. And we're just going to put it right there. We're going to put dust on this side, and we're going to put dust on that side, so we can put a button on that side as well. So now anything, we just, you know, bring the dust out over here. We kind of want it in front of our door, so let's try to get the button right here. This is where I want the button to be. This is where I want my button to go, right there. Beautiful. So we're going to put some dust down here. And then coming out of the block with the dust, we're going to put a repeater on 1 tick delay. Just put dust there and then put a block down in front of the repeater, and that should activate it. So let's click the button. There we go. Our door opened up. And if I click the button again, it closes. Now we want a button on the other side. So all we have to literally do is do the same thing over here. You know, just bring the dust down to over here where we want our button. And I actually didn't clean it up on this side yet. So let me clean it up real quick. Let me make this look nice. We want this to look nice on this side, even though it looks poop from this side, but still. There we go. And we put our flooring in right here. So we're going to put the button in the same area. We're just going to put it right there like that. We're going to put our button here. We're going to dig down a block, put dust here. Then coming out, we're going to come down 1 more block and put a repeater here with 1 tick delay. And we're literally just going to bring the dust all the way to where this one repeater is. So we'll just dig all this out. We're just doing the same thing we did on that side. We're just going to bring the dust over here. And we can make this actually look nice. Let's put a block like that. Make this block there. Keep it all color coded like that. And all that good stuff. So now if I click the button on this side, she opens up. And then of course, like I said, you know, just clean it up, make it look nice, whichever way you want to go. But there you guys go. That is how you build my 3x3 corner lamp door. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys. I don't know why I got OCD. All right, guys. Peace.